Hello, I am Miss Tell It Like It Is. How are y'all doing? I hope you're doing wonderful. Hey, I'm doing wonderful, okay? And doing wonderful is by choice, all right? I am a multi topic channel, which means that I cover multi topic things, okay? One thing I have not covered yet is I have not covered anything political. But since so much of stuff is going on in the political realm, as Miss Tell It Like It Is, I have to tell it like it is. I have to cover the political realm. Now, I'm not a political channel, okay? I'm a multi topic channel because life is about many topics. But like I said, once again, because there's so much going on in the political realm, and I Miss Tell It Like It Is, I must tell it like it is, okay? I'm very objective, which means that I do not put um I can see both sides, y'all. I can see the people who voted for Donald Trump, why they did, and I can see why people voted for Kamala Harris, okay? So I am objective to both sides. And today I'm going to talk about why there were people that voted for Donald Trump, okay? Okay. And I wrote a lot of stuff down because y'all, I had to put some kind of order to this, okay? And before I get started, I'd like for y'all who are newcomers to subscribe to my channel, okay? Thank you. I really need your support. Okay, why did people vote for Donald Trump and why was Donald Trump reelected? Okay, first of all, Donald Trump was reelected because Elon Musk invested 200, yes, and $50 million in getting him reelected. Plus, there were also people who voted for Trump. So all of that got Trump in office, okay? And why did people vote for Trump? Because he promised that he would take the people out of the hands of the corrupt government and give the power back to the American people. He promised that he would wage war on drugs coming into this country. Number three, he promised better border control, stopping illegal criminal aliens from coming into this country. Mind you, that every illegal alien is not a criminal. He promised that he would lower taxes for poor and hardworking middle class Americans. He promised a booming economy with more jobs for American people. He promised to bring back car factories back to Detroit, Michigan. He promised to have American companies working here only in America for America. He promised to lower food prices and gas prices. He promised America first. And he promised, let's make America great again. And that was such a catchy slogan. It was such a promising slogan that so many people was like, what's wrong with making America great again? Yeah, I like that. So there were people that voted for Donald Trump. Okay? I also believe that there were people who voted for Donald Trump because um when Democrats first got in, the vaccines came. As soon as Biden got in office, vaccines was here. And a lot of people got terminated if they didn't take these vaccines. And a lot of people just didn't agree. A lot of people did not want to take them, so they lost their jobs, they lost their career. So that was a strike against Democrats. Secondly, a lot of people didn't like the fact that children could decide to change their gender. without their parents' permission. Then a lot of people didn't like the fact that gay lifestyle was being forced on our children. And books about gay lifestyle was going to be introduced to our children in schools. A lot of people didn't like that. A lot of people didn't like the fact that transgenders was being forced among the whole public. A lot of people didn't like the fact that abortion was allowed even when a baby was full term. There was a lot of people didn't like that. So this is why I feel Donald Trump was reelected. Yes, Elon Musk definitely, I feel, got him in there, but there were a lot of people that voted for Donald Trump, including Mexicans that are legal, because they felt like, okay, this doesn't affect us. It's against the illegal Mexicans that are coming in here illegally, and some of them are bringing crime. They never thought that voting for Donald Trump would affect maybe birthright citizenship. Okay, so there, I'm letting you know why people voted for Donald Trump and how Donald Trump got in through Elon Musk putting $250 million in for Donald Trump to be elected. Okay, I will say that the Democrats have bought good. Okay, they bought some stuff that a lot of people didn't like, but they bought some good because they did look out for the poor. They looked out for middle class people. And they really didn't affect the rich. Okay, because the rich are rich. If the rich had to pay a little bit more taxes, it didn't break their pocket. Okay. So on the whole, yes, the Democrats, even though they had a lot of stuff that a lot of people didn't like, they did help. They were for overall American people. Okay. For the American people, for the Constitution. Okay. They did come with the affordable health care where everyone that wasn't able to get health care could get health care at affordable price. Okay, they did believe in helping people that genuinely needed help. Okay. And I personally believe that if Kamala Harris had become president, we probably wouldn't be fighting for our Constitution now to be upheld. Okay? So, I went on Google and I pulled up what is a malignant narcissist. Okay? And mind you, y'all, I have dealt in my personal life with a malignant narcissist. Okay? I've dated a malignant narcissist. I've dated different types of narcissists, but I dated a malignant narcissist. And that malignant narcissist was very controlling, dictating, loved to interfere. He was a bully. He was, just very controlling. If if I didn't give him what he wanted, then he would take what he wanted. He would challenge me. Okay. And he would not take no for an answer. And he didn't care about laws. He didn't care about rules. He didn't care about my feelings. He had no empathy. So when I see narcissism, I can recognize it, y'all, because I've been through hell and back with a malignant narcissist. So I can recognize narcissism no matter in my personal life or on a wide scale, like we're all facing today in this country. So once again, let me go to this. I looked up malignant narcissist on Google, and this is the definition of what they gave. It says malignant narcissism is a mental health condition that combines traits of narcissistic and antisocial personality disorder. It is extreme narcissism, aggression, and sometimes abuse. They may have inflated sense of self-worth, struggle to form genuine connections, and become aggressive or abusive with no remorse. They may display antisocial behavior, paranoia, and sadism, and take pleasure in harming others. And let's say that again. And take pleasure in harming others. So now let's look at the president of our new administration. Okay? Let's see if his actions fit into the actions of a malignant narcissist. Okay? Number one, he vowed on the first day to be a dictator. And our president, Donald Trump, he's living up to what he vowed to do, because that's what he's doing. He's been a dictator, and he's been a dictator with the pen, and he's not going through any of the proper legal constitutional laws to make any executive order a law. He is just signing with a pen, and he's saying, this is law. This is law. So that's what dictators do. They don't go through the proper proceedings to make anything a law. They do what they want to do. They ignore the Constitution, and they just sign things. They just sign. So let's see what he signed. Okay. He fired 9 attorney generals that investigate fraud because he said he found fraud, and the fraud was money being spent wrongfully, and that 50 million worth of condoms was sent to Gaza. Now, I don't believe that 50 million worth of condoms was sent to Gaza. Why would our government send 50 million dollars worth of condoms sent to Gaza? Our government don't give a damn who fucks who. Okay? I'm sorry. That just doesn't make sense. That just seems like gaslighting. Okay? Okay, he fired bomb experts that keep our country safe. He signed executive orders to stop Head Start. He signed executive orders to stop veteran housing. He signed executive orders to freeze Medicaid for children, women, and men, and Medicare for the elderly. He wanted to freeze SNAP programs for kids and women. He stopped research for cancer. He signed executive order to stop research for cancer. He signed executive order to freeze the Board of Education. He signed executive order to fire people that help with preventing mothers' birth mortality rates. He fired some federal workers. He put tariffs on imported goods coming into the country, which means American paying higher taxes. He released those who stormed the Capitol. He's attacking Social Security. He's taken away from programs that help poor and middle class people to give to rich billionaires, tax cuts, and make the poor and middle class pay for it while the richer get richer and the poor gets poorer. He's fueling division and racism among people, and racist people are supporting him because they feel like, okay, he's creating what we want, not realizing that that's just a smoke screen, okay? Because he's going to affect them. If they're not billionaires, he's going to affect them as well, okay? Because he's already affected a lot of Trump supporters that are poor and middle class. He's already affected them, okay? Also, he has signed executive orders for cutting off and feeding starving children and women in other countries, okay? He has given Elon Musk permission to assess our personal data. And he has given Elon Musk the permission to eliminate any government program that Elon Musk feels that America doesn't need. Now tell me, what does this sound like, y'all? I mean, it's really mind-boggling because there was also a press conference on TV with President Trump and Elon Musk's 4-year-old son, X, cute little boy, okay, by the way. But the little boy says to President Trump, I want you to shh your mouth. You're not the president. You need to go away. A 4-year-old tells the president of the United States that he needs to shush his mouth. He's not the president and he needs to go away. Now, y'all, in the old days, I remember my elders telling kids, get out of grown people's business. We was not allowed to stay in the room when grown people were talking because grown people knew that whatever they talked about, that we as kids would repeat it, okay? And so you have to wonder, where did this little boy get this from? He didn't telling Donald Trump to shh. You're not the president. You need to go away. Who did he hear that from? Y'all can figure that one out, okay? Because he heard it from somewhere. A 4-year-old just does not come up with stuff to say like that. He heard that from somewhere. Figure it out. Y'all are smart, okay? I don't have to put everything out. But figure it out. Where did this little boy hear that from? Okay, so now our Constitution is, is at stake. And it's not just for some, it's for all. Because what affects some Americans affect all Americans, except for the billionaires, okay? And you got still some Trump supporters feel like, yay, he's going in there, he's tearing up the corrupted government. He's taking the power from the corrupted government and putting it in the hands of people. He's making America great again. But who is he making America great again for? Are you a billionaire? Is it you? Because if you're not a billionaire, it doesn't include you. It doesn't include me. Okay? It only includes the billionaires. And don't think for 1 minute that they see us equal to them. Okay? Because they don't. And it doesn't matter what color you are. There are a lot of Caucasian Americans that voted for Trump right now that's crying. Okay? Because they're starting to realize, okay, this is affecting me. Also, he has, our president has put tariffs on steel and aluminum, okay, which is going to affect American companies. Okay, so when he said, let's make America great again, who was he talking about making America great again for? It wasn't for the poor. It wasn't for the middle, hard working class. And just imagine if Social Security ends, or just imagine, y'all. People work so hard just to retire and don't have it. Okay? So y'all do the math. I'm just telling like this. Don't get mad at me. Okay? I'm just telling it like it is. I'm keeping it real. Okay? Anything that affects anybody in America will affect American people as a whole. Okay? And this is what's really happening. American people are getting affected as a whole, and it won't get better. Okay? It won't get better. And see, things about, let me tell you something about a narcissist. A narcissist has no empathy. They cannot feel what others feel. And they really don't care. And when you piss a narcissist off, they go for blood. Okay? I mean, they go for blood. So this is my opinion. I feel like Donald Trump is pissed off because he went through all them court hearings, and so now he is just going after any and everybody. And they don't have to have done anything to him personally. He's just going after people. Okay? And so, this is what I experienced in my personal relationship when I was involved with a narcissist. When I left the narcissist and I came back to that malignant narcissist, when he talked me back into coming back because it sounded really good to me, and I came back, he punished me even the more. Because for one, he felt like I betrayed him. He felt like I turned on him. I disobeyed his orders, and he was just going to make me suffer, y'all. So there is no peace with a malignant narcissist, y'all. There is no, and I talk about narcissism, so I have to cover this. This is narcissism at the highest level, okay? And when Donald Trump and Elon Musk was in that conference, Elon Musk clearly said the American people are getting what they voted for. But a lot of American people who voted for Trump did not know they was voting for Elon Musk, because Elon Musk is he's calling the shots, y'all. He is acting like the president. He's calling the shots. And isn't it so funny that someone from another country has been allowed to come in our country and call the shots on American people, while our president sits right next to him, giving him that authority to do so? And then they were so concerned about security at the borders, and this poses such a security threat. But when Americans' personal information can be released, doesn't that cause a personal security threat to all Americans? Get your head out of racism. Because this is not about racism. This is about an American thing. Okay? Yes, racism may be included in this, but this is about the destruction of America. Okay? And I want y'all to go and read this article. It wasn't written by me, okay, but it's an article, and it's called Trump's Executive Orders Mean Real Damage to U.S. Economy, Communities, and Clean Energy Gains. And it was written or published February 3rd, 2025. And the article is written by Manish, Manish, Bapna, Bapna, President and Chief Executive Officer. So it's called Trump's Executive Orders Mean Real Damage to U.S. Economy, Communities, and Clean Energy Gains. Let me say it again. Trump executive orders mean real damage to U.S. economy, communities, and clean energy gains. Written by Manish Bapna, President and Chief Executive Officer. Everything is being targeted, okay? Yes, and I know that some people like, oh, our government is so corrupt. Not all of our government is corrupted, y'all. Don't believe that. Our Constitution was created to have law and order. If our Constitution is destroyed, there will be no law and order. And without law and order, it's mass chaos, it's mass destruction for American people. Okay, I get it. I get it. Why people voted for Trump. I do. Because they bought that slogan, let's make America great again. But is it really what you wanted? Because I don't think it's what the ideal of what people wanted. Okay? It was just something to sound good, y'all. Because like I said, you have Trump supporters that are crying, that are breaking down, they're crying. And they're starting to realize, and then you still got some that's like I said, ooh, go ahead. They really believe that Trump is doing good for the well-being of America. You got some people who really believe that. So, at the end of the day, people can believe what they want to believe. But like I say, It is what it is, and I'm just presenting facts. Okay, I'm presenting facts, and I'm not being I'm not being really discriminatory against any group. I'm just laying down the facts. I'm laying down what we are seeing. See, it's important. Don't listen to what a malignant narcissist tell you. Listen to what they show you. Because they can tell you one thing and show you something totally different. And they know how to manipulate. They know how to cause you to believe that, oh, this is the cause. This is a good cause. They're good at it. They're masterminds at it, y'all. Trust me. When I say I dealt with a malignant narcissist in my life, I did. He had me convinced that if I come back to him, everything is going to be fine. I did this because you did this. But yet and still, I still love you. And what did Elon Musk say? He said American people got who they voted for. I think that's called gaslighting because American people did not know they was voting for Elon Musk. They knew they was voting for Donald Trump, but they did not know they was voting for Elon Musk, and that's some American people. Okay, but anyway, I'm done. Have a good one. Subscribe to my channel. Okay, Tulu, I'm out.